Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lo with Lo's Keepsakes and Creation. I wanted to just quickly tell you guys, I'm building a intro and an outro on my video because the part 2, I made it way too long on the video, so I'm having to cut it up. So that's why I'm needing to do an intro and an outro. But anyway, so I just want to let you guys know that there are going to be 2 videos coming out real fast. The first one is going to be part 2, and then the second one is going to be part 3. I want to apologize to you guys. I have been extremely sick, and I've been in and out of the hospital for the past month. And it's been difficult for me to try and get back into the groove of things as my health still isn't doing too well. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still working on this. I haven't forgot about it. I am going to get through with this. Hopefully within the next week or so, I should. But anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here. Still video recording this and trying to get it where I don't sound so silly in the videos. But anyway, so do stick around because I'm fixing to flip you over to the next video, which is part 2, and it will come without an end. And I do apologize for that, but I'll be recording an outro on the video as well as part 3. So just stick around, be patient with me, be kind, please. This is all new to me, and I'm really excited about this storage unit for your ink pads. I know it's essential for me to have it because it keeps me organized and it keeps my ink pads right here in front of me, whereas I would have had them in a drawer and would not have used the colors as much because you just don't think about that. You have one color on your table, and a lot of people like walnut stain, they like vintage photo, they like things of that sort. And to me, I'll keep using the color and I won't switch out because I haven't broadened my band as far as my distress oxides. That did not sound good, so that's got to be cut. Yep, that's got to be cut out. Okay, but anyway, let's see. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with the rest of this video, and I hope you guys do enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lo with Lo's Keepsakes and Creation. I wanted to just quickly tell you guys, I'm building a intro and an outro on my video because the part 2, I made it way too long on the video, so I'm having to cut it up. So that's why I'm needing to do an intro and an outro. But anyway, so I just want to let you guys know that there are going to be 2 videos coming out real fast. The first one is going to be part 2, and then the second one is going to be part 3. I want to apologize to you guys. I have been extremely sick, and I've been in and out of the hospital for the past month. And it's been difficult for me to try and get back into the groove of things as my health still isn't doing too well. But I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still working on this. I haven't forgot about it. I am going to get through with this. Hopefully within the next week or so, I should. But anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here. Still video recording this and trying to get it where I don't sound so silly in the videos. But anyway, so do stick around, because I'm fixing to flip you over to the next video, which is part 2, and it will come without an end, and I do apologize for that, but I'll be recording an outro on the video as well as part 3. So just stick around, be patient with me, be kind, please. This is all new to me, and I'm really excited about this storage unit for your ink pads. I know it's essential for me to have it because it keeps me organized, and it keeps my ink pads right here in front of me, whereas I would have had them in a drawer and would not have used the colors as much, because you just don't think about that. You have one color on your table, and a lot of people like walnut stain, they like vintage photo, they like things of that sort. And to me, I'll keep using the color and I won't switch out. Okay, but anyway, let's see. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with the rest of this video, and I hope you guys do enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, it's Lo with Lo's Keepsakes and Creation. I hope everybody's doing well. We're here today because I'm going to continue putting together our large square ink storage unit. So I'm excited to get started back on it, and also too, I want to give everybody an apologies for not being up to date with this, that I didn't do any recordings. I've been very sick for the past few weeks, and having a lot of problems with my diabetes. But anyways, so yeah, let's get started. I think I left you guys off where you winded up gluing your pieces together, and then you also winded up going around the edges for the for covering this up. So I think that's where we're at, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start getting my strips and putting some of these together. And I hope you guys are at this stage. I do apologize. So, but alright, so what I have here is I've got both sides, and then I also have the 2 back panels. Now over here, what I have here is the shelves. Okay, so the shelves are going to fit in there just perfect, and we're going to put those in as well. But we also need to put some trim on the outside, because one side is going to be the front, and we want to make sure we get that covered up, you know, and make sure you go from side to side. And I know you're missing some pieces here, but just do your best in fitting them in and getting them covered. So once we get that covered, then we'll move on to putting these pieces together. So let's move this up out of the way, and we'll bring this over here, and let's just work one at a time. And what I like to do is go ahead and bend my creases and get them sort of kind of ready for the gluing stage. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work with me. Okay, so what I like to do is just go ahead and prep my scores. Just kind of give them a little direction. Is what I like to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to start over here and make sure that we get our paper all the way to the very end, because this is what closes up our corners. Okay, so that releases a lot of bulk right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my art glitter glue. I put it in this other little bottle because it's easier for me. So all you're going to do is just go down here and start putting glue on your paper. Now some ask, why don't you just use double-sided tape? Well, you can use double-sided tape if you want to, but I feel like as if you're gluing paper together, then that's what the glue is intended for. So I think, you know, just gluing to paper makes it stronger. And not only that too, you know, you don't know if your tape is going to expire and start coming loose. But when you put it glued to paper, you get more effect. It's my personal opinion anyway. So you're just going to line it up right there on the top. Kind of gently just push it down. Just like that. Work out your creases. Get my bone folder. That's all you gotta do. You guys are gonna have to excuse me when I wind up getting it out of frame. I don't mean to, but alright, so we know this one's missing a piece, so let's just do this. We'll make this one our little scrap piece. So let's measure right here. Okay, so let's see what we got to do for strips. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves, and we know we're going to need 5 of these. So let's see what we can do. I'm kind of like, I want to get it prepped, you know, before I get to the other ones. I want to go ahead and I know that this is right. So, alright, so that's going to measure out at 1 3/4. So, we're going to go here, 1 3/4, place, cut. Okay, let's do that again. 1 3/4. I hope we can get 5 out of these. So that's 3. Oh yeah, we'll get 5. So 1 3/4. Cut. There's 4. And 5. And we'll use this one as spare. It's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put it in my little scrap box. Oh, my what do you call these? My edge strips. That's it. Edge strips. Okay, so it looks like we got enough. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our edge strips. That's what I'll call them, edge strips. Okay, so we're going to put one on this one. Okay. I don't think the crease is really not going to bother me. I mean, you surely could get a 12 by 12 white stock card paper, and you could try and make it to where you don't have the joining where we're short here on the paper. But that's okay. I'm alright with that. Straighten this out. Nice. Nice. Curve those edges. Look at that. It's got a little bow in it, don't it? Won't for long. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the other 4 just like what I did. And hey y'all, I'm back. Okay, so we have all of our shelves fronts already edged with our white trim paper. So what we're going to do now is we're going to focus on the back side, and we're going to put these together. Okay, so let's move these out of the way and let's focus on getting these put together. Okay, what I'd like to do right now at this time is I want to go ahead and secure this middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some strips on it to secure it, and then once we put the matte decoration paper on it, it'll be much secure then. So let's see what I got. So let's see, that looks good enough. Yep. I'm over here in my little these white edge trim papers. I made myself a little box. Isn't it cute? And I just went on ahead and cut a bunch of things up, you know, and things like that, so that way I could be ready. But isn't it a cute darling box? It's so cute. Anyway, bragging, just bragging. Okay, so what I want to do is just, you know, we're just going to measure this right here, and let's see. We're going to measure it, and we're going to put it about right there. Let me get my trimmer. Everything is underneath me. I got a pile of stuff stacked up underneath my desk. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll cut that off, put that to the side. Let me set this down here for a second. Okay, so I need another one. I need another one. Let's see. Is there another one that's not scored, or did I score all of them? I think I scored all of them. Nope. Here we go. Jackpot. Okay. Alright, so we know we need another one for the other side, so what I'm doing is just, I'm kind of measuring up. You know what? This is different paper. Look at this. This has texture. Can you see that? Has a little bit of texture. So anyway, I'm going to use these instead. So let's just use our little template here and cut. And we're going to just cut these right here. Matter of fact, these are the 12 by 12 strips that I've already cut. So, okay, put that one over there. This one goes back in the pile. And this goes here, and then the other one will go on the back side. Okay, so move this out of the way. This out of the way. Get our little glue bottle. And by the way, this is Art's glitter glue. The only reason why I like it in the littler bottle is sometimes the littler bottles are easy to get into little corners and stuff when you need some gluing. But anyway, so if you wanted to know, yes, this is Art glitter glue. Alright, hang. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to get something to protect my desktop here. So, and what I want to do first of all is I want to take a little bit of glue. Let's make sure this is nice and flat. Make sure this one is nice and flat because these two are going to go together. And I want it just as flat as possible, if you can see that. See how flat that is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some glue and we're going to put it right here on the edge. Let's see. Not too much. Just a little. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these and glue them together. Just like that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our strip. And let's go ahead and put glue on this. Just like that. And now we're going to place it over our mend or our joining, just like that. Now we're going to flip it over. Oh, gosh, glue everywhere. Okay, gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the same thing. Let's add our glue. Add our strip. Just like that. I like my little goo eraser. It gets the glue off the paper. So we need to let that dry because that's going to wind up getting very strong. Alright, so while that is drying, let's see. Let's see what we shall do. We could work on our side panels because we know that our side panels have got to come in like this, and they've got to be on the outside of our back. Okay, so what we could do is work on getting these where they have our white trims where we can attach it to the sides. So let's see, that one's definitely not long enough. Okay. You know what? Let's use what we already have. That we already have scored. Okay. I'm gonna keep that one out. Okay. So I got my whole stack of already scored edge trimmers. And well, this is not going to be edge trimmer. This is actually going to be used for the corners. So we're going to use this for the corners to attach to our back sides. So, and all I did right here when I did my scoring is I just kind of, it really doesn't matter with these strips as long as that you get, you know, your score in the center. So, and what I did is I just scored 1/8 of an inch apart. So, because I knew that this right here, on the edge of this is going to measure 1/8 of an inch as well too. So, but we're going to put these on so that way we can attach them to the back side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and just measure this out. Alright, let's see. I want to put it on this one. Okay, now remind you, when you're doing this, we need to do it on the outside of the first score line. We don't want to go past that. I'm going to make a mark right there to cut. Pardon me. Okay, so let's see, we'll get out this cutter and we're just gonna go right there on the line and cut. Put this to a side because that's scrap. Now let's go ahead and do a second one. We actually need 4, to be honest with you. 1, 2, 3, and come on, one more, come on. Okay, 4. Alright. Reason why we are gonna need 4, which I have 3 here, is because you're gonna do the outside when it comes in, and then when the inside panel, just say this is it, but when the inside panel comes in, then you're also gonna have this that's going to be attached to as well. So, to get what I'm saying? So it's going to be attached on both sides. Okay? So that's why we need 4. So what I'm going to do is just put these together and cut with my scissors, of course. Okay, so these are spares, scraps, leftovers, whatever you may say. Alright, so let's get 1, 2, and then these 2 go over on this side. How's our back doing? Let's see. Getting there, isn't it? See all of this right here, like this isn't gonna much matter, because once I get done, you're not gonna be able to see any of that. Okay, so don't worry. All right, so let's get our sides on. Now I'm just gonna press on this one and score on this one. Now we want to make sure that we don't go past that first score line. Can you see it right there? When you put your panel on, you just make sure that you go right before that score mark, okay? And I'm just gonna put simply some glue. You know what I did? You know what I did? I put glue over here on this side when I don't even need it. Oh, something told me not to put the glue there, but that's okay. We'll work with it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it right before that score line. Okay, and press. Now I'm going to have to get this glue off because I don't need it quite yet. There we go. There we go. That'll dry. Okay. So right before that score mark. Alright. Okay, so now what I had said was that this panel will now be glued to this one. And make sure that your side panel is on the outside of your frame here. So it would look something like this, and when you raise it up, it folds right into the crease of this panel, okay? So what we'll do is I'll go ahead and add the glue to this. I kind of do my little zigzags. Okay. Alright, so let's take this panel. And we want this panel right before the score mark on the opposite side. I see. I gotta. Come on. And what I want to do is go ahead. Why don't we just go ahead and get this one down. And now take this one and put it down and press. Okay, so now this should come open, and when we flip it over, we need to go ahead and make sure we score that really good. Not score it. Make sure that we get the air bubbles out. Make sure it's really good and tight with the glue. So don't worry about it because it's like, oh no, something's going on. See, that's why we need to take our other panel and we're going to put it in here, and when this comes up, this panel will secure this to stay, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this other side. Get this panel on. What we're going to do is just add some glue. I'm going to go ahead and just glue the whole strip. So let's see, get that glued. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and add it to my back panel first. Okay. Right before the score line. Right before the score line. And press. This one right before the score line and press. Okay. All right, let's make sure that we get the air bubbles out of this one. Okay. All right. Now, this should come up nice and easy on both sides. Okay? So that's on the outside. And then when you put your panels in, you're going to put your panels in like this. Your panels will go on the inside. Okay? Does that make sense? See what I'm saying? Okay? The panels on the outside go up, making a valley where we will now take our strips and glue them to the sides. And then once we're done with that, then we're also going to come in here with our shelves. Okay, so let's go ahead and I got something getting all over my paper. I don't know what it is, but these, it won't matter on these. Okay, so what we need to do is let's go ahead and glue our panel, I need to cut just a smidge off of this one. Okay. Alright. Now this one's going to be very important. We got to make sure this is really good and dry, and that it's got a really nice crease once it's folded down. So let's go ahead and put glue right here on this part. Come on. I think my glue is clogged. There it goes. There we go. Okay. Alright. Make sure this is glued. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just actually going to follow the line, or follow the paper that's underneath it. So I'm just going to lay it right there on top of it. Okay. Get rid of your excess glue. I always have excess glue. I'm just a happy glue person. I glue and go to town. Alright, so like I said, don't worry about this because this is all getting covered. Okay? Alright, so that's good and tight there. Let's do the other side with this one. Okay, let's go ahead and put glue on this side. Alright, now this is going to go right to the edge. I think so. Look at me making a mess. Look at me. I got glue all over my hands. Alright. Clean up our mess. Make sure we're good. Get all your air bubbles out. Okay. And then that's going to dry. Just like that. Make that nice. Okay, over here, we're going to do the same thing. Let's go ahead and pull our strip down and give it a nice crease. Now I know this one's dry, so we're going to go ahead and pull this up, and then we're going to glue it. And you want to make sure that you got it at a straight angle, a 45-degree angle. Make sure it's on the outside. So when you pull this up, this is going to be on the outside. Okay? And then you're going to glue your strip. Okay? Oh, this glue is getting to me. Irritating me. Alright. Okay. And put just a little bit of glue here in the valley. Right here. So when this comes up, it's going to glue itself to the back. And then you're going to come up and you're going to come up and make sure you're on the outside, and then just press it down. Make sure you get all the air bubbles out. Okay? Nope, not yet. I've seen it coming apart. Alright. So now this is what we should have. Okay? Make sure I stay just like that. I might have to let this dry. That's what I'll do. I have to let that dry. But let's go ahead and do this one right here. So that way both of them are dry. Alright. This is going to be kind of tricky. Let me just go ahead and put this here. Maybe it won't fall down. Alright. So we'll go right here. Make sure we put in the glue. Not too much. As you've seen what I did on the other one. It oozed out. Okay. And then glue on your strip. Okay. Now we're going to bring this one up, making sure, once again, making sure that we are on the outside on the back panel. Okay? So once you're in place for that, and then go ahead and press your strip in. My strip is not wanting to be even for some reason. Hang on. Gotta work with it. I don't know what happened. Okay, go ahead and burnish that. Make sure you get out all the air bubbles. Okay? Now, once you have done that, once you have done that, I think it's probably safely to say that we need to allow this to have drying time, because these are going to be our structures that we're going to be attaching our shelves to. And our shelves will go on the inside of our outside frame. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just let this dry for a little bit, and I will be back, and we'll put more stuff together and get this top here where it's nice, where you won't see all of this joining together.